the Champions League. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. That's my dream. If your dream doesn't scare you, it's not worth pursuing. We need to have big dreams for us to become big people. Let me acknowledge, although in absentee, the guest of honor, the acting permanent Secretary of Ministry of Sports and Recreational, Mr. Lucius Kunaka, representatives of the SRC here present, if they are here, representatives from ZIFA, representatives of the Castle Premier, Laga Premier Soccer League, the Cape United Board Chairman, Advocate and his board, representatives of the flagship sponsors of the PSL, Delta Beverages, through their Castle Lager brand, representative of the banking sector here present, Barclays Bank MD is around here with us, CBZ Bank representatives, African Bank, Stuart Bank representatives here present. I would like to welcome you this evening. Representatives of Oasis Water, Rose Sports Gear, the sponsors of the kit, Nyara to Funeral Services representative, the managing director here present, Ama and Tangs, auctioneers, they are also here. Nivea, Cape United football legends, who are to my left, players and coaches, Zimbabwe football legends in general, a former Cape United president, whom I've learned a lot from when I got into football, Mr. Twine Puri, is here with us. He can stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, I learned a lot of things from Mr. Puri. I know most people they like calling him Twine, you know. But I like calling him Mr. Puri because I've got a lot of respect for this man. He groomed me. I worked with him for a long time, and most of the things that I'm implementing today, I learned them from Mr. Puri. If we can give him a round of applause. Let me also acknowledge the wife of Steve Kwashi, representing our legendary coach, who became the first coach to guide Cape United to the league title after independence. I would like to welcome you, madam, this evening. You know, the list is quite long, but some of us whom I'm not going to acknowledge, I'm really sorry, but you know, I'll just group people. The former Cape United chairman, here present, Mr. Julius Chifokoyo. I'd like to welcome you, my brother. Welcome. Our media colleagues, they are very important. Let me acknowledge them this evening. You know, these guys, they always give us pats at the back when we want to go to sleep at duty. These guys, they are always there to critique, and you know, we always take that in a positive manner. So I'd like to welcome you guys this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, 20 years ago, a talented group of players under the shrewd guidance of coach Steve Kwashi ended 17 years of pain and frustration for Cape United when they won the league championship in spectacular fashion. It was our club's first league championship title after independence, a landmark triumph that ushered back the spirit of success when it comes to the very football title that matters most to our beloved club. Of course, throughout the 80s, And in the first half of the 90s, we had won a number of knockout tournaments, leading us to be nicknamed Cup Kings. But even in that era of success, there was the sinking feeling that something was missing. For our achievements in cup tournaments, we were failing to transform ourselves into champions. With our biggest rivals having long dominated that landscape as serial champions, there was that sadness among our fans and players that we were failing short in the competition that matters most. It's not like we were not doing well, and there's no distinguishing the fact that those heroes who represented us throughout the 80s and the first half of the 90s saved our club with distinction.